Good afternoon and welcome to week 6 of your strategic management course. Right now you are looking at the student view of your class page. I'm going to take you into the lessons tab of our course right now, and you'll see that week 6 competitive strategies has now appeared. As far as what you are going to be able to do by the end of the week, you'll be able to describe how an organization's competition can be determined, and again, part of this has to do with the SWOT analysis. You'll also be able to explain how a company's resources and capabilities will determine what their competitive advantage is. You'll be able to describe the relationship between competitive advantage and competitive strategies. And you will also be able to describe and identify different adaptive and competitive strategies. Further, you will be able to describe what an integrated low-cost differentiated strategy is. Differentiation means you're changing and adapting the strategies you have in place to meet the needs of a particular grouping. And finally, you will be able to describe how an organization's competitive strategies are implemented, evaluated, and changed, including who is responsible for doing so. In regards to your assignments, you should be rating Chapter 6 of your Strategic Management in Action text. You've got a reading here on traditional views, as well as a presentation on competitive strategies. As far as your written assignments, there are two. The first one focuses on project selection and strategy formulation. However, it is different than last week because this time you're going to be focusing on the competitive nature of things. What you will want to note, as it says, select a different product or service from last week, and then you're going to conduct a competitive strategy analysis using Porter's 5 forces. Now, in order to get some additional information to supplement what is in the text, I found this site that I thought might be useful for you. This has a little video that explains about Porter's 5 forces as well as a graphic organizer and gives you some specific examples for each of the 5 points. Now, when you are conducting your analysis, I would strongly recommend using these keywords, whether you bold them throughout your essay, make headings. You want to make sure you are pointing out that you in fact understand what each of them are and how to use them. Number 3, as it says, again, make sure to describe and explain the implementation of each of these strategies. Implementation meaning how are you going to put these strategies in place, and also, as I said a little bit ago, who will be responsible for putting these strategies in place. In addition, you have the next piece of your strategic management plan, which is your strategy selection. For this assignment, it's not very lengthy. There's not a specific page requirement. However, don't be too short, because often when we're too short, we leave things out. You want to make sure to have a nice list of strategic objectives, as well as a list of alternatives. And then you're going to want to provide the rationale for your strategic choice. Now, when it says justification, this is where references, resources are going to come into play. You probably want to find another company who's used the strategy you want to use and relate how it worked for them, what it did for their company, in order to state how it will benefit your company. Again, with both of these assignments, please make sure to use spelling and grammar check. When you're utilizing Microsoft Word, remember, go to Tools, Options, Spelling and Grammar, and it will help you to find any minor mistakes that you may not normally notice. And finally, there is the discussion question for the week, which is just do it. And if you're familiar with this logo, this is in reference to Nike. Again, for your initial discussion, please make sure to reference, make connections to the text, or you're also welcome to use outside sources. If you do use outside sources, please make sure to submit the complete URL address in case others wish to view the content. As far as Module 6, that will just about do it. Hang in there, we are a little more than halfway through the course. If you need anything, please do not hesitate to email me or call me during office hours on Fridays. And other than that, have a great week 6.